And now, here's our weekly report of a few events happening this week in our area. It's tax season again. Sage Cooley free tax preparation services for MHA enrolled members living in the Bismarck, Mandan, and Lincoln areas for March and April, 9 to 4:30 p.m. by appointment only. Contact today for more information. Safe swim classes in White Shield with Monica Hosey beginning in March for 3 to 5-year-olds, 7 to 8 p.m. Must be enrolled with the infant and toddler program or sign-in sheet at the Ralph Wells Community Center. Forebear segment is hiring. Available positions offered in the Johnny Bird Memorial Building include Elder's Kitchen Cook and Daycare Provider. Applications can be acquired at the Johnny Bird. The new Northeast Segment Community Center is open. Hours of operation Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., closed on Saturdays and Sundays, with the golf simulator Tuesday to Fridays, Saturdays as well, but closed on Sundays and Mondays. Stop by and check it out today. Partial Lucky Mountain Fitness and Rec presents Morning Movement, 6:15 to 7 a.m. for stretching, walking, and running at your own pace. Starting March 9th through April 10th, contact Shay Hart for more information. And for some local events taken from your Montreal County Promoters newspaper, here are this week's events, including Wednesday, April 1st, Stanley Commercial Club meeting at noon at Microtel Inn and Suites in Stanley. Here at Community Spotlight TV, we're offering a free TV and video workshop with an internship and job opportunity. Join your local community news team and cover events for TV and social media. Classes starting March 1st, so contact us today to find out how you can get involved. Dr. Mortensen Chiropractor Services on Thursdays at Nishu Lodge from 8 to 12 p.m. First come, first serve. Any questions, call 701-743-4050. North Segment Adult Walking Bingo on Thursdays from 12 to 1 p.m. at Northern Lights Wellness Center. Winners get grocery cards from Jack and Jill. Hosted for MHA enrolled North Segment community and staff adults ages 19 to 54. Any questions? Call the Northern Lights Wellness Center front office for information. Elders Walking Bingo on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. at the Northern Lights Wellness Center, hosted for elders 55 and older. Contact Jay Sean at 609-9778. Prizes given for each game. I'm Charlene DeChico, your local correspondent, and you're watching RTC Local Community News.
Another remarkable day here at the MHA Nation, presented by the Forebear segment, as the community welcomed Olympic gold medalist Billy Mills for a book signing and presentation.
Doshadzi, I'm Lavina Miller and I'm with Community Spotlight TV, and today is a very exciting day because we have gold medalist Billy Mills in the house, and he's going to be giving some inspiration nation to nation, from the Oglala Lakota Sioux to the MHA Nation, the Mandan, Hidatsa, and Arikara.
Captain Billy Mills, United States Marine Corps veteran, also a U.S. Olympian, also a Hall of Famer in the National Track and Field inducted in 1976, also a Presidential Citizenship Medal winner from President Obama. In 1964, Captain Mills won the Olympics representing all Native country. That is amazing.
After Councilman White gave a brief introduction about Mr. Mills, he talked about the importance of community colleges and making the most of your life.
You don't have to go to the big name university right off the bat. Go into your local TCUs and get your education. Learn how to be a college student and then move on, the same as Captain Mills did. And I say Captain Mills because I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and I respect that he is an officer in the United States Marine Corps, one of the best branches of our service industry, right? So those of you that are not going to go to college, I encourage you to join the Marine Corps, right? Because if you're going to do something, be the best. You as an individual hold the keys to your future. It's by the choices that you make as an individual, not what society tells you to do, not what society dictates, but what you choose, that person that you look at every morning in the mirror. decide you're going to be a winner, you're going to be a winner. Look at this young man right here that served our nation, that represented our nation in the Olympics, and look what he's accomplished in his life. Nothing held him back. Take that message with you, especially our senior class. Don't let yourself hold you back.
Before Mr. Mills gave his presentation, community members participated in a walk and run to commemorate in his honor.
Billy Mills was born and raised on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation. He was orphaned by the age of 12. Billy graduated from Haskell Indian School in 1957 and the University of Kansas in 1961. He was commissioned an officer in the United States Marine Corps. His major sports highlights are 1964 Tokyo Olympics, Olympic gold medal, 10,000 meter run, and set a new Olympic record. He was ranked #1 in the world. In 1965, Billy set 7 American records and 1 world record. He was ranked #3 in the world in the 10,000 meter run. Most recently, Billy co-authored a biographical story of his inspiring journey to a record-breaking Olympic gold medal. The book is entitled Wings of an Eagle. The book is illustrated by award-winning Lakota artist S.D. Nelson. The book was recently selected by the Library of Congress, South Dakota, to be highlighted at the Library of Congress Book Festival in Washington, D.C. this summer.
That black and white moment was very, very special to me. It's the journey, not the destination, that empowers us. It's the daily decisions each of us make, individually and collectively, that choreographs our future, our destiny. America needs to hear the voice of our young people. They need to hear your voice in conjunction with the voice of the young people in America, the diversity of young people, the dignity, character, beauty of our diversity must be spoken. My dad told me, son, you have broken wings. It takes a dream to heal broken wings. Find your dream, son. It's the pursuit of a dream that'll heal you. He told me to take our culture, our traditions, our spirituality, and extract from them the virtues and values that empower them, and put those virtues and values in your daily life. Humility, generosity, respect. Now, listen to what I'm going to say, and listen to the news tonight. You'll see people using honesty, sharing their emotions and their feelings with a nation, honestly, even though what they're saying may not be the truth. You will hear people in the media speak honestly, knowing it's not the truth, because they want to deceive you. As I studied honesty and truth, Lakota values, truth is an accurate expression of what you honestly want to share. America needs to hear the voice of our young people, truthfully, of their journey, truthfully, of their dream. My dad had me believing I could create magic. I was 12 years old. He died. My world fell apart. By falling apart, I know what it is to be broken. I know what it is to give up.
He talked about the struggles he faced dealing with a medical condition.
It's called insulinoma. Since high school, on my pancreas, I've had a tumor that spews extra insulin, taking me high and low throughout the day. When I would go low, depression would overtake me. With the depression came suicidal thoughts. I never wanted to take my life. I just wanted to go where it was quiet and never come back.
He also explained how his depression led him to a place of despair where he wanted to jump off and quit.
Energy, spoken, unspoken word. Don't. It sounded like my dad's voice, who died 10 years earlier. I got off a chair and I wrote down a dream to heal a broken soul. I wrote down Olympic gold medal, 10,000 meter run. The Creator has given me the ability. The rest is up to me. I started pursuing the Olympic dream. That's when am I being honest with myself? And is my honesty coming from truth?
He spoke about a Lakota chief who encouraged him to compete for the Olympics.
Oliver simply said, Billy, if you make the Olympic team, I want you to take our culture, our virtues and values with you. Saying the same thing my dad told me earlier. And he said, I want you to take our sacredness from the heart of everything that is, the Black Hills. Find out what is the heart of everything that is, to people you'll be meeting at the Olympic Games. I fly into Tokyo. I look out the window. I saw Mount Fuji. It was like sacredness that has to be the heart of everything that is to the Japanese. That formed my journey for the rest of my life with my wife. We will promote global unity through the dignity, character, beauty of global diversity. I'll take my culture, my traditions, my spirituality, and I'll participate in the American dream and contribute to the horizon of America's future. For years, we would not encourage our children to find a dream, to pursue the dream, to participate in the horizon of America's future. We can no longer do that. America needs to know, each and every one of you, what your dream is, how you plan to implement, fulfill the dream.
Four Bears segment honored Mr. Mills with a star quill and other gifts for his military service and sharing his story.
Councilman White, how did this event come about?
Well, we have a very active events department between Stacy Red Fox and Fatima Finley. They do an excellent job on bringing events to the community. And Fatima being a cross-country coach and a track coach and having a desire to inspire our youth, she reached out to Billy Mills and got him to come down here, which I think is going to be a great opportunity for us because of how he came up throughout his life. Mm-hmm. And then now we could tie it into our Roar basketball because we have Alejandro Ramo, who's also from Pine Ridge, that is playing professional basketball. So you got two dominant Native Americans in the athletic field that are right here on Fort Berthold today. We had about 150 youth in here. Hopefully that inspires one of them to do something outside of their comfort zone. Captain Mills came from a tribal college, a TCU, back in the day in 1960s, where high school was just the institute, not a full-blown university. And then he went on to run for KU. So having that understanding with our own NHSC college here, like you don't have to go somewhere big and nameful to have success. You can start small and then work up into that big name. NHSC is a great college in that if they're uncomfortable being away from home right away, knock out your first couple years here. And we do have some four-year degree programs. Captain Mills was a Marine Corps officer, and he did his time there. And he's one of the reasons why I chose the Marine Corps. After watching Running Brave, and my uncle Damon Brady used to take care of me when I was in high school, and I used to stay with him. Right before every track season, we put in Billy Mills, and we watch it religiously, right? And that was our inspiration. And then as I got closer and closer to graduating high school, I wasn't ready for college, so I decided to join the military. And having that tie with Billy Mills and watching Running Brave, I was like, if this guy could be a Marine, I can too. So that was inspiration for me. Yeah. And then after I got out of the service, then I went and got my education, which I started also at our local TCU. Back then it was Fort Berthold Community College. Now we've got a fancy name, right? At the Hadassah Shanish College. I like that name a lot better because it really represents us.
It does.
So, and then I end up getting 2 bachelor's degrees from Liberty University, right, which is a prestigious Christian school. But I started, just like Billy Mills, locally at our TCU. Oh, we have all kinds of upcoming events. We have some basketball tournaments coming up. We have some cornhole tournaments coming up. We have our Easter holiday coming up, and if you can look in this gym right here, all the blue mats will still be down, but we'll have thousands of eggs out here, and we'll be doing age groups, and they'll come out here and do the golden egg hunt, right, all day. It's if you look on our Facebook page, we have a list of all of our events. So our event staff, Stacy and Fatima, they do an amazing job of keeping our community very, very active. So hats off to them.
Thank you so much, Councilman White. I appreciate it.
Thank you for taking your time.
Yes.
Have a good day.
Councilman White had mentioned how you inspired him. Do you want to give us a little bit about that?
Certainly. Well, first, I'm really proud of Robert. He does a great job here representing our MHA Nation, the Four Bears segment. I was blessed and fortunate to coach him way back in the early 1990s at Mandaree. And he's a really good athlete, but even a better person. So I'm really glad, today, like you said, made me feel good. He gave a shout out here today at our gathering, and proud of him. And, he is a good athlete. I'm not going to say was, because he's one of my hardest workers, way back at Mandaree. I coached him in basketball. He was somebody that got on the floor all the time, and when we got done running, he always wanted to run more. That's just the kind of person he is, and doing a great job here at Four Bears segment.
What do you think a takeaway for our youth coming up on the reservation that they could take away from this event with Billy Mills?
Good question. Anytime you can come to a gathering like this and have a celebrity such as Billy Mills, that's really something good. And I hope the youth today take away, especially about representing your family, your school, your community to the best of your abilities. Just talked to him earlier. He was talking to my grandsons, and I want to pass this on. And he asked them if they read. And he said that's something really important that our youth need to do is read as much as you can, because it creates, a better vocabulary, better imagination, and of course those things are going to help you in your life. Today we had an opportunity to walk 3 miles together, so maybe that'll inspire somebody to have walking, running as a lifestyle.
What is something to keep in mind for our MHA Nation and our culture?
One of the things, priorities, I've been an educator a majority of my life, and I always, even at tourism, do our best to keep our language in the forefront. That's really, really important. I once heard, how can we call ourselves Mandan, Hiradza, or Rikara if we don't know our language? And I also want to say our Earth Lodge Village was just voted in the top 10 North American places, the best North American place to visit by the American Tourism Alliance. So I'm really proud of that. Our staff does such a great job, with Jason, Gary, Wesley, Tanner, and Jolene. So I appreciate each and every one of them. So we got a lot of things coming up. So keep your eyes and ears open and come on over and, tourism, the place to be.
The place to be.
My beads against good day, Aniogats. We'll see you later.
Iwagirishitariogats.
Yeah.
Whenever your dream finds a passion, and your talents, you develop your talents to equal the passion, magic happens. Big Gold was not to become a big gold medalist. It was to use the pursuit as a means of healing the broken soul and quit attempting the suicide.
Wings of an Angel, The Gold Medal Dreams of Billy Mills. Get your copy today and learn more about his amazing story of hope and inspiration.
What's happening in your community? Contact us today so we can share your story. You're watching Community Spotlight TV, RTC Channel 5. Check us out.
You could put your dog in charge of deliveries,
but maybe don't.
You could plant your field by hand,
But maybe don't?
You could point in any direction and randomly choose a bank,
But maybe don't?
Cornerstone Bank offers high-tech, high-touch options when you want efficiency or need advice. Get the best of both, banking the way you want it. Come to Cornerstone and let us prove the difference.
Get ready, North Dakota, because Bingo just went loco. Bingo Loco is crashing into Four Bears Casino on April 11th, and this is not your grandma's bingo night. We're talking 3 hours of outrageous bingo battles, wild dance-offs, ridiculous prizes, and the world-famous Bingo Loco rave round that turns the whole place into a party. Bring your friends, bring your grandma, bring everyone, because this night is going to be completely loco. Tickets on sale now at fourbearscasino.com. Bingo Loco, April 11th. Don't miss the madness.
Four Bears Casino Sportsbook has a new look. Enjoy Vegas-style betting in comfort. Play and qualify to win trips to Vikings or Raiders NFL games. Order a drink at the dedicated bar. Then kick back in a lounger and watch the full wall display. Feel the action all the way to the final moment and claim your winnings. Book it for private draft parties or game day too. Visit the remodeled Sportsbook at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
Hi, I'm Patrick Paquino, co-GM here at Four Bears Casino and Lodge. Welcome to our sports book and our sports betting hub right here at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, located on the Fort Berthold Indian Reservation in Newtown, North Dakota. First of all, you come in, you want to check out what games are on. So the novice, people that don't really know how to place a bet, we'll walk you through all the steps. You can use one of our kiosks. We have the odds boards up. You can take a look at what games are playing, how you want to make your bets, mix and match, any way that you want to do. Stay tuned. Go to fourbearscasino.com and check out what's happening here at Four Bears. Either way, we got you covered here at Four Bears Casino Lodge.
Ruffy's Sports Bar and Grill now open, located in the new addition at the Four Bears Casino. North Dakota Building Trades Unions and NHS College are teaming up to bring you an apprenticeship program that sets you up for success. This is the first partnership between a building trades union and a tribal college. If you're a resident in the state of North Dakota looking for a career with long-term benefits, this free program is for you. Offering 15 different trade unions to choose from, including carpentry, electrical, plumbing, and heavy equipment, we've got the tools and training led by experienced union instructors. Using a nationally recognized curriculum, this online course includes hands-on training, training center tours, and mock interviews, with job placement right here in North Dakota. Apply today at nhsc.edu and join the North Dakota Building Trades Unions, where your future is built from the ground up. Are you ready to take that first step to build your future? It all starts here. We look forward to bringing you news, updates, and coverage of events happening in our area.